All right, my loves, good morning. How are you all doing out there? Couple of quick updates is that yesterday I recorded a transmission and masterclass for the return of the mother. And interesting enough, feeling that energy so strongly, then another healer, colleague, friend, someone that I follow over on Threads, also posted how the earth is moving from the maiden into the priestess, into the mother, into this more mature version of herself. Like the actual earth, my loves, is doing that. Okay. And that she has been in the maiden archetype for thousands of years. And I don't know exactly how she worded it. I'll post it below, but it was so spot on with what I've been feeling. Okay. And when you're tuned in, my loves, to the energy of the cosmos, to the energy of the earth, of course you're going to be going through and feeling the transition, the transformation, the shifts that Mother Gaia is having right along with every single one of us. The issue becomes when you deny it, when you resist it, when you work against it. Okay, so let us remember that. So if you're on my email list, you got that recording. Okay, and if not, DM me and I'll send it over to you. Second thing here is that I'm opening 3 slots for my 7-week container one-on-one work. It's like the most powerful way to shift as quickly as possible in the least amount of time simply by you showing up. Okay. And we meet once a week over Zoom call, and then you get a lot of one-on-one real-time support from me during the week. Tools, meditations, activations, all of that stuff. Okay. And all it does is it helps you with the next level. It helps you with the next shift. It helps you embody something that is deeper and richer for you to literally have your heaven on earth experience of this life. Okay. And remember that that is all here for every single one of us. We just have to ask ourselves, what is that for me now? Okay. But if you've been feeling like, oh my God, I'm in a shift. Oh my God, transformation. This mother coming back online for you, the sacred mother, feeling like you're here to birth something or conceive, whether it's a child or creation or whatever that is, like, please do either leave me your email or DM me and I will get you over to that masterclass, because I think it was just incredibly powerful what came through in that video. Okay. And so you get to own exactly where you're at and who you are right now at this moment in time. And you get to keep going. Okay. So where you are now today is much different than where you were a year ago or a year and a half ago. Okay. And what you're willing to allow in your life and what you're willing to contribute to and put your energy towards, and like all of those things, my loves. Okay. And you're here for a reason. You are here on planet Earth for a reason. And I want you to remember that. Okay. And so if you're interested in that 7-week container, I'm going to post a link to the consult call below. So we jump on like a 40-minute consult call to see if it is right for you and also right for me to be in that sacred container together. Beautiful, beautiful experience of this work and of this life together. Okay. And so who am I? I'm a spiritual guide, an intuitive, a coach. Have done this work since 2017, but then even before that, like 2010, went into the healing arts and have worked with hundreds, if not thousands by now. I don't even know how I would count them all, because I had my own massage practice for a good long while, transitioned into coaching, transitioned into online programs, online work, retreats, like all of this stuff that has transformed over the years. Okay. But here's where this is all leading up to, is that I want to tell you a story of one of my clients who actually posted over on my Facebook. So if you're on my Facebook, go see that post. because you can see what her transformation was in this 7-week container that she has. And basically, she went from still holding a ton of trauma from her abusive childhood and abusive marriage. She had walked through a cancer journey, of course, because when you hold all this stuff in, your body creates disease and illness, right? And when I found her, she was still dealing physically with symptoms from the trauma. So even though she was on the other side of her cancer journey, there were still days that she couldn't get out of bed when she needed to get out of bed. Like she was in what I would say is freeze or a functional freeze state. Okay. And so when we worked together, she simply showed up and she showed up for every call. And there was a little bit of interaction in between the calls, not too much. She just allowed, her body was ready, right, to shed all the shit that she was holding on to shed all the trauma, to shed all that stuff that was never hers in the first place, that other people placed onto her because they were in an incredibly wounded, abusive state. Okay? Which is never okay, my friends, to inflict your pain onto your children. That is never okay, which is why we are stepping up to do this work so that the pain does not continue, okay, down the family lines, down the generational line. And so, my loves, and we're, standing up strong and convicted for what we stand for, which is to end all of that BS. Okay. And so when I worked with her, and yes, this is powerful work, and yes, this is serious work, and yes, we have a whole lot of fun doing it, but it's also like we need to get into the depths, into the root of what is actually going on here. And that's what we did, right? And it was so freaking beautiful. And within 7 weeks, like it was so quick, my loves, because I was super activated. So what I was able to do during the session was really, really powerful. Okay, super clear and clean, super activated. And she just showed up and was willing to move through the processes that we did on our calls, receive, and then allow the shifts to happen during her week in real time. Okay. And so incredible, like so incredible. And so now she's living a life where just yesterday she used to be totally scared of heights. She wasn't running at all. She ran over the Bong Bridge outside of Duluth, Minnesota, which is 120 feet above water. And she ran 3 miles before she went to go do trivia with friends. And she's so lean. She's super fit, glowing, super freaking happy. To witness her transformation has been such a great gift. Okay. That's why we do this work, right? And so, and she has other dreams and desires, right, that have not yet panned out, or that, whatever. But she is so happy, healthy, and thriving, and that's what matters. Okay. And so all that being said, let me just give you a little bit of clue, because those who have done any type of trauma work or know that they need it or whatever that is, so when we started, right, she was stuck in a trauma freeze for sure, in a functional freeze at times. And one of the stories is that she had hair that had grown on her face. Now she is 37 years old. Okay. And that hair started growing because her mother would always grab her face and hold it really hard in a way that is not okay to touch a child, and did that time and time and time again. So the body was trying to protect itself. So in that exact grasp that her mother had on her face repeatedly, her face grew hair to protect itself, because that's what the body does. Got it? Just like when you have extra weight on you. You have extra weight on you because you're either not in a physically safe environment or mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically safe. Okay, so your body starts holding weight. Okay. Same thing. Her face started growing hair. So in one session, we had to talk to the body, talk to the inner child, and say, that threat is no longer in your life. You think it is, but that threat is no longer in her life. Like, she had no contact with her mom, or very minimal contact. Okay. And so, but I think it was a no contact situation, in order to fully protect herself. And so we had to talk to the body, and just say, the threat's no longer here. So thank you so much for protecting me. But now I no longer need this hair here. And of course, she's plucked it out over the years, right? But we just wanted to let it know that that could all be shed away, that you no longer needed to protect me in the way that you used to have to, because the threat's no longer there. And my friends, like, saying that so many times, we don't realize that the threat's no longer there. Do you understand? So many times we don't understand that the threat is no longer there, and we keep living it out like we are not safe. Okay, that the threat is still there. We have all of our armor on like it's still there, and it's not. So, huge reminder for all of us. Are we still thinking we're in unsafe places and spaces when we're not? Right? I know this is like deep, deep, deep trauma work, my friends. Okay. But we have to go there so that we can shed the armor, open back up, be free, and live in a way that is so freaking true to us, without all the shit, the trauma that was dumped onto us. That's not ours. Don't carry it. It's not ours. It's not yours. You're here to thrive. You're here to be super healthy. Don't internalize that shit. It's not yours. Okay. And so, my loves, it's just like, it's like this full circle moment, but yet also to say, like, I know how needed this work is. Okay. Because you deserve to be happy, healthy, thriving, and glowing. And the glow comes from the internal. Can't fake it. Can't put a mask on it. Can't put makeup to get it. Okay, maybe a little bit of the, what is it? That shimmer, whatever stuff. The bronzer, right? You can kind of, but you can't fake the internal glow, my loves. No way. Okay. And so even if you've done this work and you're like, yep, time for another up level, time for another glow up, time for another thing, like, totally here for you. Got it? And so, yes, of course we have so much fun. Of course we have so much dancing. Of course we have so much laughter. It's all part of it. Okay. But so is the deep dive. So is the deep dive. And I want you to remember that. All right, my loves? Okay. And I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it, because it's one of the things I'll do best. I'll probably never not do this work with people, with women, because I know how needed it is, and I know how impactful it is, and I know the gift that I have to move people through this, to alchemize energy, to transmute energy, to get to the root of the root and, like, extract that trauma out of the body. Okay, that's how I see it. That's how, when, it's like reaching in, pulling it out, and extracting it. Got it? Totally here for it. So, my loves, thank you so much. Questions, comments, insights below. I hope this resonated with you. I hope this sparked something in you. The return of the mother, the return of the sacred mother is freaking here. Lean into it. We got this. Happy whatever day it is. I don't know. Wednesday, Thursday, who knows? They're all the same right now. And I will see you all again very soon. I hope you all are creating something amazing today that is going to rock the shit out of this world, because that is what we need. Much love, many blessings, and I will see you all again very soon.